What's up, good people? So, the first thing I do in the morning is I check and make sure that my husband's lunch is all ready to go while he's getting ready for work. This particular morning, I didn't have to make his lunch because I made it the night before. So, I'm just making me a bowl of cereal kind of to refuel myself from all that breastfeeding that I was doing overnight. And then honestly, I just lay on my bed on my phone for like an hour or so. And then at this point, my baby is like wanting to nurse again, and I'm pretty much over it at this point. So I try to give him some water, and we kind of like fight it out. And usually he wins, and I end up nursing him anyways. So yeah, that's what's going on here. So after I nurse him again, he just goes back to sleep, and we get a pretty good stretch of sleep in for a few hours. Good morning. So it's like 10 o'clock, and my baby was just, waking up and getting all hype and moving and stuff, and I was trying to chill some more in bed, sleep some more, and he literally just spit up on the pillow. That means that we need to go ahead and get our day started, get this stuff cleaned up. He's looking at me like, girl, who is you talking to? Whoa. So I have one of these things in the bathroom because I want him to be able to I want to be able to see him like while I'm peeing, while I'm using the restroom, while I'm brushing my teeth and stuff like that. So I have this little inflatable seat. He really can get out of it at this point, but it does take him a while to get out of it. So I just sit him here while I'm like peeing or brushing my teeth or whatever in the bathroom. So I'm just gonna plop him right in here. Okay, I got my teeth brushed, and around this time he's trying to crawl out, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my vitamins. I'm gonna go and get breakfast. It's really important taking vitamins because for me, if I don't take them, I'm not gonna have energy for anything in life. Nothing. Right now, I'm just making both of us some oatmeal, but I have a quick story. My in-laws came last night and they brought this toy. They just had to get it for him. It's like a walker. And I kind of told them like I was kind of hesitant about jumpers, walkers, stuff like that, but they really just wanted to get him something. Now he has this toy, and I'm a part of like a mom Facebook group, and a lot of them say like don't get these. A lot of people say it's okay. Sometimes as a mom, I really don't know what is right, what's wrong, whatever. And I found that the best thing to do is go with your instincts. And my instinct said that it would be okay for him to use very minimally. So maybe like once a day for like a few minutes, I think it's fine. Or every other day, I think would be perfectly fine. I'm just like a little bit of oatmeal. I do put a little bit of cinnamon and sugar in his oats just because he tends to eat more the better it tastes. I'm also eating the same thing. I'm just giving it a chance to cool off before I give him some. So like yesterday, he was eating this with no problem. He ate all his oatmeal. Today, he's acting like he's not sure about it. I don't know if I made it wrong or what, but So I had to add like a little bit of water, a little bit more sugar, and I pretty much got it to how he liked it, and he ended up eating all of it. It's like 11 o'clock now though, so I'm going to get him cleaned up, and I'm gonna have to change his shirt because I forgot to put a bib on him. So his shirt pretty much is messed up. Yeah, I forgot. So I just wipe his face and his hands and his table. If I had the bib on, I wouldn't have to change his shirt, but I forgot it. I honestly didn't think it would make this much of a mess. Okay, and after I get the laundry started, I'm just going to straighten up and clean up everything from breakfast. I just was playing with him on the floor, and I just took a quick break to eat lunch. I'm eating leftover chicken pasta from last night. I usually for lunch I eat like a little bit leftover from what was for dinner last night. I'm also probably gonna make the same thing again tonight because it's super easy to make, and I have some chicken that I need to use, so I'm probably gonna show y'all how I made this. And then I'm also drinking some leftover coffee from yesterday morning, and I just put some ice cubes in it and made it like iced coffee. Okay, right now I'm just nursing, and I just got off FaceTime with his grandma so we could just chat and talk about our plans this weekend. And once he gets to, he should be taking a nap pretty soon, but once he gets to taking his nap, then I'm gonna start making some baby food. Okay, so the baby is napping. I got the next load of clothes going, and right now I'm gonna be making baby food. So I'm going to make a zucchini, spinach, and apple mix. So right now I cut up and washed some zucchini, and I'm gonna steam it. Now I don't have a steamer, so what I'm gonna do is just place it in a pot. There is some water in there. Place it in this pot. I'm gonna cover it up, and I'm going to turn the fire on, and I'm gonna do that until the zucchini goes from like hard to soft, basically. So right now it's kind of stiff. I want it to be like fork tender. Okay, so it's been like 22 minutes, and it's definitely fork tender. I don't know why I couldn't find my little pureer attachment, so I'm just gonna use my blender, and I'm gonna put some zucchini in here. Should work a little bit the same. I also have some fresh spinach, organic baby spinach, and then organic applesauce. I try to get organic if I know I'm making something for the baby. Just put a little bit of spinach in there. I'm gonna do everything in like 2 parts because I don't know how it's gonna taste. I do taste my baby's food before. And so with the apple, I always use applesauce when I'm making baby food because it's just a little bit easier than trying to make applesauce from scratch. So it's easier for me to use it in other recipes. Good. Okay, since I know that it's good, I'm just gonna go ahead and add the rest in there. The same amount of spinach. Use the rest of it, and then try to get the same amount of applesauce. And give it one more go. I'm gonna taste it one more time. Quality control. It's good. I think you would like it. Ugh. Okay, so what I do is I go ahead and use these breast milk storage bags and I fill them up with baby food, label it, and put it in the freezer. And then whatever I don't want to put in the freezer, meaning I'll probably use it within like the next couple days, I'll just put it in this little mason jar. My little boy was getting really fussy, so I'm just gonna give him this piece of zucchini for him to kind of chew on and play with while I finish the baby food. Yeah, so I actually started off baby-led weaning. That's like my preferred method, but it didn't really work for me all the time. Some foods it worked, some it didn't, so I kind of switched to baby food. Kind of tried different brands and stuff, and then I kind of tried to make my own baby food. But yeah, so I opened the breast milk bag just like you would any other time that you're putting breast milk in a bag. This is a 1/3 cup, and I do have a little funnel, but I'm not gonna use that right now. I think I can get it in there properly. If it's some spillage, that's okay. And I'm also keeping an eye on him too while I do this, because you always want to monitor your baby when they're eating anything. So I have like a direct line of sight to him. But yeah, I had a like overflow of these when I used to pump. And the good thing about these bags is you can pretty much get them pretty close to airtight. You zip it and then you freeze it, and when you're ready you just take one out, let it thaw. It doesn't take long to thaw these. And then this little slip thing, you literally just tear it off, and then you can like use it like those baby food packets, and squeeze it out that way instead of having to open it this way. So I really like these. And then like even if I don't use all of this in one meal, I could just put it back in the refrigerator. Even if I open this little thing, it's like closed enough to where I could just stand it up like this, put it back in the refrigerator, and then use the rest whenever I'm ready to use it. So it actually worked out perfectly. I was able to do 4 bags of 1/3 cup of baby food, and then this little mason jar has another 1/3 cup. So it actually worked out perfectly. I'm gonna put these in the freezer. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for either tonight or tomorrow. Just to kind of show you what I mean, like this was in the refrigerator. I had defrosted it. This was from December was a 4th cup of banana and avocado. And even though I had it in the refrigerator and it was already used some of it, I had already used some of it, I put it back in the refrigerator and it's still fresh because that opening wasn't that much, if that makes sense. So that's how I do it. And I'm able to like squeeze out. And we'll see how much he eats. Yep, so he ended up finishing all of the rest of his leftovers, I guess you could call it. So next thing I'm doing is just straightening up the house for my husband's arrival. Now, this isn't something that my husband really cares about. This is more just so for me. I like a clean home and I want him to be able to come home, you know, to not disarray. Because I know if it were me coming home, I wouldn't want to come home to that. So I just kind of straighten up, clean off the floor, do the dishes, things like that. Nothing too crazy. My deeper cleans are like on Monday and Friday, so I'm just doing something a little light so he can come home to a comfortable space. Okay, so I just finished straightening up the house. I have on the same shirt. I changed out of my PJ bottoms like into some shorts, and I put some perfume on just to kind of freshen up. And my husband said he's gonna be here a little bit later today. He had like a meeting and he has to go get his car inspected. So we're just gonna kind of hang out, chill until he gets here. The house is straight. I'm gonna kind of wait until he gets home to make dinner because it's not gonna take me long to prep it and make it, so we can just relax for the time being. Come back, baby. So my husband is home and I'm so happy because that means I get a break from the little one. I get to cook dinner, and then after that I can get some alone time just myself. So yeah, I'm just letting him get dressed and changed out of his work clothes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fix dinner. We'll probably eat, watch a little bit of TV, the news, and then I'll just kind of like sneak off. because I am exhausted. I did not have any caffeine today. I usually have, well, no, I take that back. I did. I had some of that leftover iced coffee, but that was just like a little bit of caffeine. So that's not nearly as much as how I usually have. So I'm super tired right now. So if you have some leftover chicken from a rotisserie chicken, you can use that. But I'm using some leftover shredded chicken pieces from a whole chicken that I cooked. And I'm also using some cooked smoked sausage. I'm also going to add some purple onion, probably like a quarter of a purple onion, some Sahm seasoning, some Lawry's seasoning salt, smoked paprika, and then I'm also going to add a little bit of garlic powder. Okay, so a lot of the times I use this Alfredo sauce, but not today. Today we're going to put that right back on the shelf and we're going to make our own sauce from scratch. Mainly because we're not making a whole bunch, so I don't want to like have a bunch of leftover sauce. So firstly, we're going to pour some heavy cream into that pan. The fire is still on, so you're going to see it kind of sizzle. Now, I'm not measuring this time. I'm kind of just playing it by eye. It really depends on how much sauce you want, how much noodles you cooked, things like that. So I'm just going to pour a little bit more of heavy cream until I get a good amount of sauce. And then I'm also going to pour in some whole milk. And then after it's been sizzling for a while, you want to turn it super low and add some cheese. Any kind of cheese works, honestly. And yeah, that's the beauty of this recipe. Like, there's no rules. You can pretty much do it however you want, and it is super easy. And now it's looking like it's ready for your pasta noodles. You can put whatever type of noodles you want. I'm just using the wheat spaghetti noodles. And you see I'm not even straining them. I'm just literally plopping them from one pot to the other. And at this point, you can turn the fire off and go ahead and add your leafy green like spinach, kale, whatever. And it's naturally just gonna wilt. I think that's the word. It's gonna wilt and you'll be ready to chow down. Okay, so I just folded all those clothes and I'm about to take a shower. So as you can see, my toenail polish is beginning to grow out. I use gel polish on my toes, so I'm just gonna get my little e-file hand drill thing to get that polish off and get a new color on. Got the powder off of one toe. So here you see me taking like an alcohol wipe kind of to dehydrate my nails, and then I'm also going over them with like a primer, and then you'll see me put my gel polish on and cure it with a UV lamp. And yeah, each day I spend my alone time doing different things. Sometimes I might knit, I might sew, I might do my nails instead of my toenails. It just varies. But today I wanted to take care of myself and get these raggedy toes done. Okay, me and hubby wanted a quick dessert, so I made these cookies. I didn't have butter, so I ended up using Crisco, and it worked just fine. And that is all for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me in my day in the life as a stay-at-home mom with a little baby. See you next time. Bye.